This is the U.S. Army Special Forces, an elite group of soldiers with enhanced capabilities that go beyond the traditional field of battle. They are airborne qualified, survival trained, speak foreign languages, and can endure extraordinary physical and mental challenges. Better known as the Green Berets, their specialty is unconventional warfare. They take on the most varied and sensitive missions the Army has to offer. In Vietnam, the missions of the Green Berets was to organize, instruct, supply, and supervise indigenous forces in guerrilla warfare and counterinsurgency operations. These indigenous forces were the Montagnard, a name given to them by the French which means mountain people. They lived in the central highlands of Vietnam on the borders of Cambodia and Laos. They struggled to hang on to their own identity and traditions in the face of an invading army and a government that wanted to assimilate them. Caught in the middle of a tug-of-war between North and South Vietnam, they saw the Green Berets as an opportunity to gain a powerful ally for their cause. At least 21 different Montagnard tribes, speaking multiple languages and dialects, lived in the Central Highlands. 12 of these tribes were chosen by the Green Berets in 1962. Banar, Stiang, Coho, Jay, Mong, Ja Rai, Kua, K2, Sida, Raglai, Rade, Ray. To work with these tribes, the Green Beret first had to earn their trust. "Don't stomp into their village" was a phrase that summed up the etiquette lessons of the Green Beret training manual. They participated in tribal customs, rituals, and they were mindful of taboos. The Green Berets lived among the Montagnard and worked closely with them, training in modern American weapons like rifles and grenades. Still, some of the Montagnards used traditional weapons. When the situation called for it, the spear or arrow tipped with poison was a useful weapon of stealth in the jungle. Throughout the Vietnam War, 61,000 Montagnards enlisted in the civilian irregular defense groups run by the Green Berets. Roughly a third fought among Americans in mobile strike forces. They were comrades in arms, forming a lifelong friendship, putting their lives on the line for one another. The Montagnard forces were an integral part of decorated units in some of the most intense battles of the war. In February 1968, as a part of the larger coordinated assault known as the Tet Offensive, NVA artillery and tank battalions stormed the Special Forces reconnaissance camp at Long Valley. Outgunned, outmanned, the civilian Special Forces held their ground with the Green Berets, disabling 6 enemy tanks with any weapon available. By the next morning, more than half of the men who fought to defend Long Bay were either wounded, missing, or killed in action. Since the end of the Vietnam War, the United States has given the Montagnard refugee status. And with the help of Special Forces Vietnam veterans, thousands of these war veterans and their descendants have escaped persecution to become peaceful and productive Americans.
It was a good deal. I've got no regrets on any of it. They've been good to me. I hope I've been good to them. But great people. If you ever need a friend or somebody to stand with you, one of them will be there. And it's going to be, like I always talk about, the brotherhood. It's there. And it's not just a phrase. And people that come from all over to see if they can help somebody. So, and they've done it to me. And I'm grateful to have all of them as friends. And it's been all 50 years today. And you wonder about it every now and then. You start thinking about it. And I think we had, out of the FOB, 6 Medal of Honor winners.
Jeez.
And that's pretty heavy. I don't care for one unit. And, but it was an experience. The people were good, but you didn't like the circumstances. You know what I mean?
Gle mari bat lan gle